So it's late again. You're probably listening to this at some odd hour too, right? Not exactly wide awake, but somehow not in bed either. Yeah, me too. I should be asleep right now. You should probably be asleep too. But here we are, staring at screens, letting the night stretch a little longer than it needs to. Have you ever wondered why? Sure, there's that whole just 5 more minutes lie we tell ourselves. But sometimes it feels deeper than that, doesn't it? So tonight, let's get into it. The weird reason we stay up, even when we know we need sleep. Not in the preachy get 8 hours sleep way. Nah, I'm not doing that. This is just me thinking out loud, half asleep. Like, why do we do this to ourselves?
This is sometimes curious, often confused. I'm Richard Okonwo. If you have ever felt a little out of place, you're in the right spot. Here, we explore the questions most people overlook without pretending to have all the answers. The awkward, the oddly relatable, the ones that make you wonder, am I the only one thinking about this? If you are curious enough to keep asking, you are exactly where you need to be.
So here's the thing. We tell ourselves we're staying up because we have stuff to do, right? Unfinished tasks, emails, school, work, maybe even creative inspiration strikes at night. But be honest, are we really being productive? Are we just doom scrolling, watching one more random video, checking the same three apps like they are going to change? How often do you stay awake with this grand plan to get your life together? And the next thing you know, you're watching a documentary or some random video on Instagram or TikTok. Yeah, me too. We tell ourselves we are staying up to be productive, but is it really productivity? If you are 3 hours deep into videos about, you know, some random trend on TikTok or on Reels, okay, but maybe it's not just procrastination. Maybe staying up feels like the one choice we actually control in a day full of deadlines and expectations. Like, I'm choosing not to sleep because I can. And it's weird, right? You think rest will be the ultimate out of control, but instead, we resist it. As if pushing bedtime back is this tiny rebellion. My time, my rules, even if it wrecks us the next day. And then there is the anxiety. You know that feeling when your brain won't shut up? It suddenly remembers everything you've ever done wrong all at once. I get it. You lay there thinking about that thing you said 3 years ago that still haunts you at random, or all the things you didn't do today that you were definitely supposed to do. And the silence of the night, it makes it louder somehow. So you reach for your phone, anything to distract from the noise inside your head. But instead of calming you down, it kind of loops back. Now you're overthinking why you're not asleep. Great, right? That's basically what I'm doing right now. Because I conceived this idea of recording this episode just as I couldn't sleep. Like many other nights, I'm not exactly being productive, but I can't sleep. I don't know. Have you ever heard of revenge bedtime procrastination? Yeah, it's actually a thing. So basically, it's when you have had such a packed day, like the kind of day that has zero personal time, and you stay up just to reclaim some freedom. Like you need some me time. It's like I didn't get my time earlier, so now I'm going to steal it back, even if it screws me over tomorrow. And the irony is that it only makes the next day worse, which makes you want to stay up all over again. It's like this self sabotaging cycle. Have you ever been there? Same. And then there is the FOMO, the fear of missing out on life. That's the FOMO on life. Sometimes it's not even the noise in our heads keeping us up, it's this weird fear of missing out, but not on parties or group chats, like life itself. It's almost like we are afraid to close the chapter on the day because if we sleep, it means the day is over and maybe we didn't get enough out of it. Maybe we didn't live enough today. So we stay up chasing, I don't even know what. Is it a sense of longing for more time to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And it's funny how we fight rest, even when we know we need it. What are we so scared of missing? Really? Okay, so not all of this is about deep emotional things. Sometimes it's just a habit. Your brain loves routines. And if you've gotten into the cycle of staying up late, it kind of sticks with you, some kind of muscle memory. That thing where you should be tired, but you're somehow still alert. Your brain got so used to late night mode that it forgot how to power down on time. And breaking this loop, yeah, it's very hard. Trust me, I'm clearly still working on it too. Okay, I have a question for you. Have you ever fallen asleep with the TV or music playing? You didn't turn on some white noise because you were trying to sleep. Like you were listening to something that was supposed to be entertaining, something that was supposed to keep you up, but then you fell asleep. Yes, I'm actually calling myself out here too because there is something comforting about having voices in the background, right? You're not alone with your thoughts. But it's kind of funny when you think about it because the whole point is to sleep. And now you have got someone narrating a true crime story in your ear while your body is begging for rest. Eh? Let's be real. The phone thing, it's bad. Everyone agrees, right? You don't agree, that's your business. I don't mean it that way, but seriously speaking, I mean, we know that the overuse of phone at late hours, it's not advisable, right? Okay, and I don't even mean checking one thing and putting it down. I mean the whole let me just check the time. Oh, look, I have a new notification. Oh, wait, what's this video? Oh, I should respond to this message from last week. A message you should have replied to last week. You didn't reply that message last week. You didn't reply today throughout the day. But now you have chosen this sacred hour, this 11 p.m. I'm saying 11 p.m. because I'm actually recording this episode by 11 p.m. It's actually 11:49. Okay, just turned 11:50 right now. Yeah, this is the time that you are finally telling yourself that you have to reply to this message, which you failed to reply 7 days ago. Okay, let's just be kind. Let's say 4 days ago. You should have replied to this message 4 days ago. You didn't reply the last 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, one day. Even today in the afternoon, you didn't reply in the afternoon today. You didn't reply in the morning. You didn't reply in the evening. Why is it now? Why is it now? Why is it now that your head is now longing to reply to this message? What is so important about this message? Eh? Are busy because you are crossing into a new day that your brain is now telling you that if you don't reply to this message, oh, it will turn to day 5 of you not replying this message. Why now? And I'm not saying that phones are evil. I mean, you are probably listening to me on one right now. But there is this weird thing where we tell ourselves we are unwinding while our brains are low key overloading with information. Maybe, just maybe, we are making it harder for ourselves to sleep. We're not making it easier. So here we are. It's late. And I get it. Sleep feels complicated. But maybe we overthink it too much. Maybe we stay up not because we don't want rest, but because we are scared of what happens when the day ends. But guess what? The world will keep turning. Your to-do list will still be there. And honestly, the perfect productive version of yourself you're chasing, you're already doing your best. So, what if we both just tried tonight? Just actually tried. Put down the phone, turn off the noise, and let ourselves rest. I mean, no promises though, because sleep is weird. I know I'm recording this with sleepy eyes, but I would still like to hear about your own experience and how you're able to navigate it. Because honestly speaking, every night I keep telling myself I'm going to do better and try to sleep earlier than I did the previous day. And each and every time I feel myself. Is it around the whole idea of discipline? Or what am I missing out on? And I know that you that is listening to this, there is a very high possibility that you have also been able to combat this. I mean, or at least you have tried. So I would love to hear what are your best tips on how to be able to navigate this fear of sleep, if I'm allowed to call it that. This fear that you are missing out on other things that you should be doing. hence you shouldn't be sleeping. How have you been able to navigate it? And what do you think was the contributing factor? What do you think made you feel like not sleeping? I would love you to send in your reply, dear SCOC at gmail.com. The address is in the description. Or if email feels too techy for you, if you're not the email type, you can just leave it as a comment on our Instagram, which is at SCOC pod. The link and the address are going to be in the description for sure. Good night for real this time, or try at least. And until next week, stay curious.